He's going to just settle it down a little bit and make room for Big Ben to make a throw. All right, now we got Juju. Watch him as he runs this route. Watch him turn his head here, and now he sees the defense, and he feels it very much like the old Hines Ward did in a Pittsburgh Steelers uniform. Okay, we got the skinny post backside by their tight end. Heath Miller made that famous. Now we got Eric Ebron, the timing right there with Big Ben. You see it. Let it go before he even turns his head. And then Chase Claypool, maybe the most talented of all of them. Watch this sweet, smooth, double move. Do-do. Right there. Looks a little bit like Santonio Holmes, maybe a little bit bigger or more athletic. So I ask you, Irv, can this group, I know they're young, they're not as established yet, can this group be in the same category as some of those greats in Steeler uniforms?
Man, Kurt, I love how you did that, man, and I think you're absolutely right, especially when we're talking about guys like Juju Smith-Schuster and Hines Ward. I'm talking about the comparison rings so true on the football field. And you see Hines Ward right here. Look at that. That's a bad man right there. I love that kid right there. And I do really love this kid right here. I'm talking about, yes, they have similar football attributes, but they have similar personalities and characteristics where everybody on the team loves them, everybody on the team rallies around them, and they are the great support for everybody on that team, Kurt. So when I see it, I say, oh, wow, I love this comparison. To Deontay Johnson, he does have some of that understanding that AB has and some of that quick foot stuff that AB has to beat you in the open field.
Yeah, maybe the big question is how long does Big Ben stay around to see if this group can become that special? Now, Irv, we're talking about the Steelers, and now I'm supposed to toss it to pick six. That is bad memories for me. Steelers and pick six.
Yes.
Rich, Cynthia, take it away.
You know what, Kurt? I appreciate you talking about the elephant in the room instead of me. I really appreciate that. It is time for Cynthia Freeland to give us 6 picks about who's going to win in Week 11, starting with this game, Steelers versus the Jaguars.
Well, I'm just trying not to underwhelm anyone here.
Nicely done.
But you could totally take the Hines Ward, a.k.a. Juju Smith-Schuster. But I want to point out, in this monstrous win, you also want to consider James Conner, who is somewhat underperformed in terms of fantasy value this year. But with 70 rush yards, a rushing touchdown, and 2 receptions for 11 yards, that makes him running back 6 this week. So I think this is the kind of start to the end of James Conner.
Okay, so let's talk about the Texans and the Patriots and look at this result. What do we have here?
I'm going to have to block my mentions because Patriots Nation is very loud and in charge, but I have a 1-point Texans win in this one. Why? Because of Deshaun Watson. He's so dynamic, and against this Patriots defense, even though they are healthier, I still have 279 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, and 34 rush yards. I think Kay talked about a revenge game for a certain receiver, and I'm all over that.
Okay, so that'll be Brandon Cooks going against his old team and Romeo Crennel coaching against Belichick. You've got the Ravens taking this rematch against the Titans.
Yeah, a kind of close margin, just 1 field goal difference in this one. Why? Because of Derrick Henry. His ability to really run and take advantage of the fact that there's missing pieces of this Ravens defense means 81 rush yards, a rushing touchdown, and then, of course, there's always that 1 reception for 11 yards for good measure. That makes him running back number 5.
And we'll see. He does have the ability to pass right there. We'll see how that one goes. Browns and Eagles in the Cleveland rain. You take the Browns.
Yeah, just by 2 points. Without Myles Garrett, it made it a little bit closer than it would have been, but I still think Nick Chubb is the difference maker in this one. 74 rush yards, a rushing touchdown, and then, of course, the 1 reception for 9 yards. He's running back 13. You could also play his running back mate, Kareem Hunt, but a little bit lower value for that one.
Okay, so moving on to the Saints and the Falcons. What do you have for Taysom Hill in this Saints win?
Listen, Taysom Hill projections are really hard, so I did my very best given all of Sean Payton's years of coaching. So 188 passing yards, 2 touchdowns a pick, and 34 rush yards. That could be even more rushing yards in this one in a 4-point win. Closely contested. I think Marshawn Lattimore's status you want to be careful of, so play your Falcons as well.
Okay, and then finally, Vikings-Cowboys. Doom, doom. Look at that.
Doom, doom. I'm glad Irv's not in the studio because this is a pretty significant win for Ezekiel Elliott. Is going to have 72 rush yards, 2 receptions for 21 yards. He's running back number 17. Notice
17 for him, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
Notice what number doesn't appear there. 2 letters, T and D.
Yes, I
don't
do.
appear there.
So that's Cynthia Freeland's
so
pick
great.
6. She will come back later with the upset of the week that she's been nailing week in and week out, alongside also a lock of the week. Wonder if we've already seen one of them. And then that'll be later on. Miami and Denver facing off with both quarterbacks at age 25 or younger for the first time since Week 4, 1985, when young John Elway and young Dan Marino went at it. Marino 390 pass yards and 3 touchdowns. Elway 250 passing yards and 1 score, and the Dolphins 1 interception. The Dolphins did win the game by 4. So it's now Tua time. Finally, the replacement for Marino.
Beautiful day for football in South Florida, and here comes Tua.
Let's go, baby.
Another one of those guys that plays like he's got skis on.
Are you kidding?
Tua fires.
Got him. How about a little Tua touchdown? Wow.
Hit it full speed.
Riding the wave. Look at the ups on this guy. Out of this world.
Tua back to throw.
Got it.
Touchdown.
What a throw.
The Tua era begins.
All we're missing is a beach ball.
Oh, my word. We do love ourselves some Tua around these parts. He's got the 3rd highest passer rating by a rookie in NFL history with a minimum of 50 attempts. He's also joined the aforementioned Marino as the only rookie quarterbacks in team history with 5 or more passing touchdowns in his first 3 career starts, and he has not thrown an interception during all of that. One of the reasons why the Dolphins have been undefeated since Week 5, joining the Steelers and Saints as the only teams in that department. That's how we go to Mooch's Minute.
All right, time now for Mooch's Minute. Tua Tagovailoa. You know what? The last time a left-handed quarterback started in the National Football League was 5 years ago. Kellen Moore, now he's coaching for the Cowboys. And you know what? I know a little something about left-handed quarterbacks because I had Steve Young, all right? But they're playing the same way. Here's pass 94. Quarterback key pass left. All right, you got to change the launch point, okay? Get him out of the pocket. 1 in the flat? No. Let's go to number 2. Throw it from the run. Nice job, Tua. All right, watch. Steve did the same thing. All right, here we go. Fake 94. Quarterback key pass left. All right, fake to one of my favorite players, Garrison Hurst. All right, let's everybody suck it up. Here we go. 1's not there. 2, shoot it in there. Good job, Steve. Same kind of play, isn't it? Now, they're not big guys. 2 is 6 feet, Steve 6'1". You got to slide in the pocket so you can see. You can see these guys are big dudes. Slide and shoot it in there. You got to find a throwing lane, don't you? Watch Steve Young. Go on back in the pocket. These guys are really big, so you got to slide so you can see. Slide, Steve. There you go. There's a vision lane. There's a throwing lane. Bang. All right? They're both very good at this. You got to be able to run. Use your legs once in a while. Get out of trouble. Extend the plays. Become a runner. Lock that thing away. Spin around. All right, here we go. There goes Tua. He's pretty good at it. Steve was one of the best ever at it. Yeah, he could run. But you know what? He led the league in passer rating a record 6 times. That guy was an MVP, Hall of Famer, the whole thing. They're not the same guy exactly, but they need to play the same way because of their size. Move them around. Let them play with their legs. And you know what? Tua today is going to be traveling to Denver to see if these Dolphins can win their 6th game in a row. And now coming up next, our own Willie McGinnis sits down with the GOAT. Yep, Tom Brady. You're going to want to see it.
Brady slings it to Rob Gronkowski.
You've always been about your teammates. One of your teammates, Gronk, thought it was important to come out of retirement.
I loved the captain
You know what?
had. The captain where you were like, "Don't you guys are going to run out of jokes before I run out of pictures." So I think we have our answer.
It's true. You have your answer. You know one thing that is not stopping, and that is fire pics from your boy. Can we put up Greg's haircut shot again?
Okay.
There it is. There's some more. There's fire pics. So now we're all models, Greg. Repping under 5'10"
hey, I'll
models.
take it. You're acting like this is a bad thing. Shout out to my wife, Emeka, who said to put my hair up. I didn't even get a haircut this week. I love it.
I mean, that's what you
Everyone's
need
got
a
to
good
do. I
wife
got
for,
modeling
you know?
pics. Exactly. Cynthia's got the glasses, killing it. Greg's got the haircut. I mean, GDV, we're taking it to new levels.
It's all about looks on the show.
All right.